Hey everybody, what's going on? At the gas station right now. Getting fuel in Little Red. The fuel light actually came on. I pushed it, man. Pushed it to the limit. So it's filling up right now. And you can see what's in front of me. It's just the road there. I gotta get out of here and take a left. And get on into work. Usually this truck takes about $35, something like that. This is a busy little store. And we get this here. This is my last day of the week. Thank the Lord. This is it. This will be all, man. And then tomorrow will be the day, you know? Tomorrow will be the day. I keep looking at the pump. That's what I'm doing. I already got the phone set on the holder, so I don't want to take it off. Hang on. Let me get this. All right, here we are. Sorry. I always use gloves, man, when I pump gas, because you just don't never know what you're getting into or who's had their hands on them, whatever. You just don't never know. So, Rico B, hey now, from 95 degrees from Arizona, always great to see you, man. It's always great to see you. It's always great to see everybody, man. Got my little sanitizer. I remember this store here. I just got finished getting gas here at this little place. But I remember when this was the old store, I remember getting these little things of hand sanitizer after, you know, all that stuff that happened all those years ago. And whenever it runs out, I just take it home and fill it up, man. My wife has always got plenty of sanitizer, no pun intended, on hand. Oh, it's getting warm sitting here. So we got fuel. I always got to get fuel twice a week, Sunday and Thursday. And for my Ninja 83, yo, we busking tomorrow. Yeah, man, we're going to go for it. We're going to try it. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to be a win or a fail. I have no idea. It's going to be fun either way. Let me turn you around so you can see what we're doing here, if it'll focus. We got people coming. We got traffic coming my way. Hang on just a second. Yeah, man. So I've been practicing some this week. I didn't have a lot of time. It's just so hard with this schedule, man. Oh, Lord, are we going to make this late? I can't believe it. It's really tough with this schedule to get a lot of practice time in, but you know, I think I'm about practiced up as I'm going to get, really, to tell you the truth. Let's see if we can, what will it do now? Let's see, that's better. I don't know why this thing blurs up. Old Spartanburg, yeah, man. Spartanburg, Sparkle City. I've been down here in Spartanburg County. I moved to Spartanburg County, and golly, that was 95. And now I live in Greenville County, so it's an hour drive to get to work, as y'all know. But yeah, man, let me turn this AC up a little bit. Man, it feels wonderful outside, but man, it gets muggy in this little truck. You grew up in Pauline, and now you live in Greer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I go through Greer, man, going home every morning. I'll come to work on Highway 11 because it's just easier. And then when I go home, if I get off on time, I'll go home through Greer and take some roads off of there and go on in through the country and get to the house. And see, we can skedaddle over these speed bumps here. Oh man, this place is always so packed. It's prime time of the day right here, man. Oh, it's just crazy, man. I gotta see if my truck is still parked in the same spot that when I got out of it this morning. I'm trying to remember, where did I? Should be on this side over here. If it's still there, I don't know, man. Who knows? If somebody drove it, we're gonna be in deep, right? Let me see here. It's gonna be, is it this one? This right there. Whoo! Okay, cool, man. Let me see if there's a spot over here against the wall. I like parking over here. If there's, I hate parking in the middle here, but if there's a spot over here, man, I'll take it. If there is one. Nope. I'm gonna have to move my truck out of the way and do all that mess. There's one right there, but it's way up here. I ain't parking way up here. Oh, Lordy, the joys of coming to work and trying to find a place to park. I wish they had assigned spots. They used to years ago, and the drivers never would. They wouldn't abide by those rules, so I'll just park right here for now. Tired of going in circles, man. But then we'll talk for a second, you know. All right, let's see, man. Thank y'all for commenting on the little short I uploaded yesterday of the little mini poster there. Some people asked me how I did that. I was able to make that, design it. I was able to design that through an app called Canva, C-A-N-V-A. And that is the app I use to make my thumbnails and all that stuff. And it's you pay for it by the month, so it's a subscription-based app. I think pretty much all apps are like that now. I remember back in the day, if you bought an app, you could buy it, and it was yours. But now they got it to where if you want something decent, they're gonna make you pay for it, you know, every month. And I use the heck out of it. I use it a lot, man. But that's how I was able to create that. I just took an image of a picture of me, and I was able to kind of animate it and put it with a background on Canva. They have different sections on there. You can make thumbnails, posters, whatever, and I just chose posters, and I was able to animate everything and put some text and font and all that, whatever, or pick the font for the text, and you can pay Canva to print that, and they can frame it if you want. So that's what I did. I was like, yeah, I like it in a frame, because when Ralph and I go tomorrow, I'm going to take that little guitar stand, and that'll be perfect to set that picture on, and I'll have it like on a little fold out little table tray, you know, like you use if you're eating dinner or something. Dinner trays, I guess that's what we call them down here in the South. But so I was very satisfied with the way that turned out, and I was like, you know, if you just do this one time, it's cool to have. And I put the QR code on there, and I scanned the QR code, and like I said, it did work. It takes you straight to my YouTube channel. So I'm hoping, you know, like I said, I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be fun. If there's only 5 people that take notice, to me, that's a win. You know, because you don't know what you're going to run into. It's you know, you just don't know. And if, like I said, if just a few people take interest in what we're doing, I think that's a win, you know. And who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. I'm just excited, and I'm like, all right. So Ralph's going to be my cameraman, and he's going to help me out with that aspect. So because I can't I can't do it all on my own. I could have a camera stationary on a tripod, but I want a camera to be moving around, you know, and trying to get some good angles. Now, as far as the audio is concerned, it's just going to be what it is, because this is I've never done this before, and this is going to be kind of a last minute thing. I was watching some videos last night of people that busk in the UK. There's one guy in particular, I think his name is Mark Allen. I think that's his name. Incredible guitar player, and his setup is really convenient and cool, but I noticed he used a Zoom digital audio recorder to capture his audio, and then he edits everything in post with the video and the audio. It sounds really good. And so I ordered one of those digital recorders, but it says it's going to be delivered tomorrow, but the way my luck goes with Amazon, God bless Amazon, but when they eventually make it out to our neck of the woods, Ralph and I will be gone. He's going to be at the house at 1:30, and then we'll pack up and load up and head to Hendersonville. I gotta check this chat, man. Let's see here. For my ninja, yes, Brian Powers. Hi, Joe. You gonna do a great job? Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate your confidence. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Dennis Bryan. Hey there, Joe. Hope you have a great night at work. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. For my Ninja 83, is Ralph going to be drumming? No, Ralph's going to be my cameraman. I'm going to be playing along with backing tracks, so they'll have vocals already on there and all that, just like what I do on my channel on YouTube. Yeah, if y'all could hit that thumbs up, man, I appreciate it. It helps this stream get out. You know, thumbs ups are the most powerful thing for a video. I mean, it's incredible what thumbs ups can do, and even if we can just get 10 thumbs ups, man, that's better than nothing. And you know, I appreciate if y'all could do that, man. Please, if you can, I appreciate it, man. We'll take what we can get, man. Rico B, Joe, have you been listening to any of the newly posted VH Rare outtakes? No, I didn't. I have not, man. That's interesting. The only thing that caught my attention, this is going to be silly. It popped up on my YouTube feed late last night. The only thing that I noticed, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman are getting a divorce, and they've been married for 20 years, I think. They got married in 06. My wife and I, we got married in 07. So, I don't know. I just thought that was wild. I've always liked Keith Urban's guitar playing and all that, but the things on social media now are saying that there's a woman in his band that plays guitar, and I think they're together, and she's a lot younger than him. I don't know. That's what I was watching last night. I was like, what? Nicole and Keith are splitting up, man? I was like, damn, but who knows, man? That's what I was watching. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. CC, what's up, man? Just got in. You going to Busk? Tomorrow, yes, sir. Tomorrow, we will tomorrow. CC, man, I was, the next time I play live at home in the music room when I go live on the channel, well, that'll be Saturday night. You need to be there because I got a song for you, man. I got a song for you and your wife. It was something you requested a couple of weeks ago, and then when I went to play last Saturday night, I played a few songs, but I didn't see you jump in there, so I didn't say nothing. But if you can remember, man, be there Saturday night. I need to make the thumbnail and all that for the show Saturday night. I was going to do it today, but I just didn't have time, man. I had to get up, get a shower, get ready, you know, spend a little time with my wife, talk to her a little bit, just shooting the breeze back and forth. Then she made lunch for us, and then we ate and watched a little bit of Reba on Netflix. And I told her, I said, look, honey, I gotta go in there and practice. She's like, can you use your headphones? I said, no, I can't. I need to play through that rig so I can dial stuff in. And it's incredible, man. That rig, it sounds really good, but it's not ear-piercing loud, but it's pretty loud. I mean, that's just how it is. It's either loud or it's off. And I said, no, I said, I'll try to turn it down the best I can. And I did. And I was like, man, I can't hardly hear the backing shotgun, you know, so I bumped it up just a little. So what I did is, well, the other day, she was doing some errands and I was practicing. And I said, let me go out here to the living room where she was sitting on the couch. And I was plugged up. I was wireless. I had my wireless, Mikado wireless, you know. And I hit a G chord, and it was coming. You could hear it coming through the walls really good. I was like, dang, man, I didn't realize it'd be that loud, you know. But it's weird because the speakers are not facing toward that wall. On the other side of that wall is the living room. They're facing this way, shooting toward a window, you know. But it's just in that small music room, sounds bouncing all over the place, and it's going through the walls, and so it was pretty loud. It doesn't seem that loud in the room, but I guess I'm used to it. So I stepped out there and I said, man, it is pretty loud. So anyway, I played some today, and I played, I don't know, man, speaking of Keith Urban, I played a couple of his songs. There's a couple of his songs I really like playing. They're just good guitar songs. I played some Tom Petty, played some Skinner, pretty much what y'all hear when I play. You know, it's the MP3 player has a little bit different variety than what I have on my Rodecaster Pro 2 when I'm playing on Saturday nights. It's similar, but there's some different songs between the two. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow, man. The weather's supposed to be nice. I did buy it's made by Hercules. I didn't get a chance to show that. I just haven't had time. Hercules makes guitar stands, and this one particular certain one that I got, it has 3 hooks on it. 2 and then 1, and you can hang 3 guitars. And they kind of hang there, and when you put them in the hanger, the little things go clip, they close up, you know. And so I ordered that. I found that through, of all places, through Walmart. Somebody was selling it through Walmart's platform, because I went to Sweetwater and they have it there, but they were out of stock. So I just happened to check Walmart, and I was able to get it after tax and everything. These things aren't cheap. It was on sale. I was able to get it after everything was said and done for like $92. And that's good, man, you know. Let me check this chat here. I just thought it'd be cool to have that, you know. Let's see. Rico, wasn't Nicole Kidman married to Maverick in the past? Yeah. Tom Cruise and her were married for a while. I think they got a couple of kids together or something. And I knew she's older than me, but I didn't know we were that close in that. She's 58. I'm 55. And Keith is about 56, 57. They're, you know, but yeah, she kind of, I don't know, you know, you don't know unless you were actually with these people, but it's Hollywood people, man. You know, she's going to be high maintenance. That's just how they are, you know. So Keith probably said, you know, screw this, I'm out. Roddy's Jam Cave. Howdy, Joe. What time are you going to be live busking? We'll be in Hendersonville over there hopefully on the Tempo Music side tomorrow, about probably around 3 o'clock. Ralph's going to get at my house at 1:30 tomorrow, and we're going to load up. I'll take my wife's car. I was going to take Little Red, but I'd rather take something I could put in and close it up. And you know, we got to get up there. I got to find a place to park. You got to pay to park up there in that square. So I got to do that, and he's going to help me load up. And so I hope we start playing around 3. I hope. Is it going to be streamed live? No, this is going to be a pre-recorded event. It will not be streamed live. It's because I have no idea what the signal strength is up there. It's it might be in a pocket of where it might not be such a good signal. And so this is going to be pre-recorded. So Ralph was kind enough to say, look, I'll go with you and I'll be your cameraman. And so that's a blessing, because it's impossible to do all this on your own. It can be done, but it's a lot of work by yourself. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, please hit that thumbs ups, please. We can get this out to more people while we're streaming and when the stream is done. Thank you, Rody, for the comment. CC says, whoops. CC says, all right, I'll see you Saturday night. Yeah, man. CC said, I'll try to make it tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow it's not going to be a live stream, so you won't, literally, you won't see anything happening tomorrow on this channel, because we'll be up there recording. Rico B, Joe, not sure if you have any CDs for sale. If so, will you bring them to say? Oh, no, I don't have anything like that. No, my original songs, my original music was a long time ago, and the production was, it wasn't as good as it could have been. Sorry, I'm trying to get this camera right. But no, I don't have any CDs for sale. That's a good idea, but that's kind of a lot for, I don't know how many times I'm going to do this. You know, it depends on how it goes tomorrow. And the only place to busk would be up there. You know, I don't know of any. There might be other places around. I just don't know. You know, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. But thank you, Rico, for that. That's a good idea. Rico says Keith Urban's 57. Nicole was 58 at the end of the month. Yeah. Dennis Bryan, I love Hercules guitar stands. They're safe for nitrocellulose finishes, like on my Gibsons. Yeah, I went ahead and set that stand up in my music room, and I was like, wow, I can't move around in here because I don't have a lot of room to begin with. But I set it up just to see how it would do, and I hung 3 guitars. I said, man, that is awesome. And it's nice, man. It's worth the money. I mean, it would make for a cool kind of display. I think, I don't know. I've never busked before, so I'm a novice. I don't know anything, but just my common sense tells me if you kind of have a decent setup, it will attract eyes, you know? If you kind of have something that's a little area fixed up, like, there's a guy on YouTube named Rockin' Day Byron. I've known him for years. And when he goes and he does the same thing, but he doesn't play on the street and stuff. He plays at restaurants and sports bars and whatever, private events. But he has a nice little setup. He's got CDs for sale and all that stuff, like what Rico said. He's got all that. And he does very well. So this for me is kind of a like, all right, we're gonna put our toes in the water and see how's this gonna work out. You know, I don't know. I'm excited. Ralph asked me the other day if I was nervous. I'm not really nervous. I'm not anxious. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play. You know, I love to play live. I love playing live, man. That's I haven't done that in so long. Back in the days when I was in a band and we would have gigs, man, and I don't care if there was 25 people in that place or whatever, 10 or 50 or 100, whatever. It was I just wanted to play live because it's just of course then that was a band scenario. So you're jamming with, you know, other musicians, and it's just a cool vibe, you know. But here you're kind of on your own, so it's up to you or me to put off a good vibe, a good aura, you know. I can't just stand there and just, yeah, you can't, you know, you gotta try to move around, and you know, I just try to do what I can, man. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I would love to do this some more. If it works out, I would love to do it some more. And you don't never know, man. You never know until you try something different. If you stay doing the same thing all the time, which I love going live on Saturday nights. I love talking to y'all. I love playing live for y'all. I love that. But there's a part of me that's been wanting to play live in front of I say a crowd, uh, a handful of people, if I could just, find a way to do it. And I couldn't because I don't have time to be in a band. And then when Ralph and I went to Tempo, and they said they have busking up there. Y'all saw the video. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Guitar Shop Reviews, visiting Tempo Music. And I was like, oh man, they're busking up here. So you don't never know till you try something, and if it doesn't work out, at least I can say at the end of the day, hey man, I gave it a shot, But if it does, maybe I'll get to do it again. And you just don't know. But yeah, it's going to be cool, I think. I think it's going to really be a lot of fun. I got to look at these comments. I'm sorry. Ralph, there he is. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? You need to go to work so you can get back and get some sleep before the gig. Yeah, I know, man. I'm getting ready to here in just a second. Kevin Newman, I'm in Tennessee. Wish I could make it, but I'll be watching. Like I said, thank you, Kevin. Like I said, it's not going to be a live stream. I have to pre-record it, and I'll try to put it together and release it. It might be Saturday, maybe. There's going to be a lot of editing I have to do. Rhodey says, hi, Ralph. They're talking to Ralph. And let's see. Brian Powers, be sure to set up a tip jar for those that will want to give cash. Yeah, I thought about that. And I was thinking, man, for the sake of transporting 3 guitars, I'm going to take 3 guitars. And I'm like, should I have them in cases or gig bags? What would be the best way to do that? And I think gig bags would be the easiest way. Cases, I mean, I've always harped about having a hard shell case and everything for your guitars, which is great. But I don't know. Maybe I will do the cases. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But I do have a hand truck that when you stand it up and it's got little wheels up here and you lay it down, and then you can extend the handle and you can roll it like I don't know, kind of like a pallet jack or something. I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, I said, well, should I take if I would have a guitar case, I could open it up and use it for tips or something, I guess, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Let's see here. Rico says 1 gig bag on your back, then you can carry 2 cases. Yeah. Hey, Dave Orkin, what's up, man? Yeah, I probably can do that. Yeah, because I'm trying to think how I'm going to make it the easiest way to transport the stuff from the car up to the spot where we're going to be busking. Yeah, we'll get it figured out, man. I got a plastic container at home that I can put a few things in. It's just kind of big, but it'll work. And we'll get it up there, and I'll start getting stuff set up. I'm making sure my batteries are charged up on the GoPro. I charge both batteries. Make sure my wireless is charged up. The power station, the powers everything. For the setup, I make sure that was charged up, and I even found a USB to go to the MP3 players, and you could plug that into the power station as well, so it could charge up the MP3 player. So everything should be charged, because what I'm shooting for, the performance time, is 1 hour. That's what I was shooting for. That's what I'm wanting to shoot for. I don't know. We'll see, because as everybody knows, it's starting to get dark a little earlier now. I mean, the sun's already set already. You can tell it's I was able to go ahead and cut the truck off, and because it's comfortable, man. So So if we get there, let's say we get there and we get set up and we start playing between 3 and 3:30. Start playing and play for an hour. So you're looking at 4:30, maybe 5. And then we have to break down and get stuff back. So I have to probably pay for 2 hours of parking, because you got to do that right off the bat when you get there. You got to scan the little tin sign on the pole there, man, and you got to pay for your parking before you do anything, because I don't want my wife's car to get towed. We don't want that at all. That would be that would be horrible. Oh my God. So I might pay for 3 hours just to be on the safe side, and that way you ain't got no trouble, you know. But I don't know, man. Let's see. Hey, Dave Orkin. Yeah, man. How you doing? Brian Powers says the paid parking lot behind there is up the hill to tempo. Be careful with your gear. Yes. Yeah. Rico says my suggestion for the easiest option is hire Ralph as your roadie. He's going to help. Yeah, he's Ralph's. Oh, there he is. I'm the unpaid help. I'm glad to do it. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Ralph. I couldn't do this without him. You know, there's just no way. You know, I would have to have a lot smaller, I guess, a lot smaller setup, and you probably could, but man, it'd be a lot. You know, it'd be a lot, and yeah, I'll open up a guitar case, and if people want a tip, I'm not looking for that, but hell, if they do, then so be it, you know. Oh, Ralph, you know, he sent me a message, what I thought of the same thing last night, not last night, earlier today, and Ralph is going to be working the GoPro, and he's going to like move around, because I want one camera to have some motion to it. You don't want to be just still all the time, because that gets bland quick. But if it's just a one-man show, you don't have a choice. That's just how it is. But if you have somebody that can be a camera person for you, that makes a lot of difference. So Ralph's going to be the cameraman, the main cameraman. And yeah, I was thinking about having a Zoom camera, Q2N 4K, on a tripod over at a different angle. And you may ask, well, how are you going to power that? It takes 2 AA batteries, but it eats up batteries quick. What I did is, on the tripod, I put a piece of Velcro on one of the legs, and I got a small, thin power bank, and I put Velcro on it, and I attached it to the stand, and I got the USB cable going up to the Zoom Q2N 4K camera, and it powers it from the power bank. So that way you can run it and not worry about it dying no time soon. So you can have a mobile camera and not worry about having to plug into a wall outlet or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to take that camera and set it somewhere. And like Ralph said, he sent me a message earlier. He goes, look, man, he goes, this is going to be our first time doing this. We need to make sure we have all the bases covered. And if we can put an extra camera out there while he's working a camera as well, that would be great. And I agree. And I thought about that earlier today, but he said it before I could say anything to him. So we're definitely always on the same level as far as thinking about things. So, because I thought about that too. I said, man, I like to have another camera. And the reason I say that is I've been watching a lot of these busking videos on YouTube, people that pre-record it, like what I'm hoping to do tomorrow. I watch a lot of these, and people have different angles. They splice everything together to have B-roll footage, and it looks incredible. So that's what makes me think, man, I need to do that too, you know, or try, you know, just try something different, you know. And so like I said, this was one of our fallback plans if we couldn't have a guitar shop review, was to do this busking video, because I don't guess we've heard back. I haven't heard back from anybody, but I haven't made any calls. But I know Ralph has, and I'm assuming nobody has reached back out to him, which is fine. We can call him back. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, having more than one camera, and that's going to be the thing. And that Zoom digital audio recorder, you know, I ordered one of those, like I said, but it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but I'm sure we'll be gone by the time it shows up. So if I'm able to do this again, I'm going to have that Zoom recorder up by the amp, because it won't clip. The audio won't clip. From what the reviews I saw, it's one of the lower tier Zoom audio cameras. It's like $109. Anyway, and I could splice all that together, and you know, it's just a fun. I love filming and editing and doing stuff like this. To me, I love it. It's a canvas to, you know, paint a picture, so to speak. And not to mention the music aspect of it. You're getting to play and all that. I mean, like I said, I love to play. I love to play live. It's just, you know, it brings me so much joy, man. It makes me feel good. When I put that guitar on, I'm like a teenager all over again in here, you know, I think if there's something you can do that keeps you young at heart, it's good for your soul. It's going to make you feel good. You know, playing guitar puts me on a different level that I just can't explain. Your normal everyday people, they don't get that. They're like, you know, they just don't understand, you know, and you can't, there's no way that I can explain that. The only way I can do it is let me play you a song, you know, let me try to play you a song. And what song do you like? Oh, I like, I don't know, whatever, Panama by Van Halen. Okay, well, let me try to play that for you. And, you know, it ain't going to be like Eddie Van Halen. I'll try to get close as I can, but we're going to have a good time. And if the person has an open mind, they'll enjoy it. They'll be like, oh, yeah, man, that's all, you know, I tell you what made me feel really good, man. When I went to Audio Centro a couple weeks ago, and I got that EVH Stripe series, but it has a Charvel neck. All right. And I went in there to try out the guitar. I didn't go there to make a video. I wanted to do a trade. And there's another guitar there I have my own, but that's that's way down the road. I don't know if I'll be able to get that or not. But anyway, so I went to Audio Centro, and I'm testing out that EVH / Charvel, right? And there was a guy that worked there, really nice guy. He said, hey man, you want to play through this amp? And it was, like I said, it was a Mesa Boogie amp. And I was like, yeah, I've never played through one of those. He hooks it up and I'm playing it, and it's just me in the store. There's another guy testing out a bass guitar over here, and that guy that works there that set me up with the amp. And so I'm just noodling around, and the guitar's in tune, it's intonated, it's great. So I do the first little couple of notes of the Beat It solo, Michael Jackson, right? Because of course everybody knows Eddie played that solo all those years ago. So I do the first couple of notes where he does a really high bend, and he slides up and does a couple of tap harmonics, and he does a little tapping. I did that. And that dude that hooked up the amp for me, he was walking and he just stopped in his step. He said, oh man, that's effing awesome. And I was like, huh? You know, because to me, it could have been better. You know, it could have been cleaner, but I don't know. But he knew what it was, and he's working there, and he's like, man, that's effing awesome. And that just that right there, it made him go, oh man, that's cool. You know, made him feel good, and that in turn, it made me feel phenomenal. I wasn't looking for anything. It's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to. The moral of what I'm saying is, music is a powerful tool, man. It can connect with people if they have an open mind, right? And that's a wonderful feeling. So that was cool, man, to be able to do that. And you know, I just love playing. I love playing. And I hope that same effect happens tomorrow with people. I hope. And the cool thing for me would be, I've said this before, but I don't know, man. We have to see. I've said this before, but when we're up there busking and doing, and if there's a restaurant right down from Tempo, it's connected. They're all these businesses are connected, right? There's a restaurant right there, and I was like, the bonus would be, and who knows, but if somebody that worked there heard what I was doing and they come up and say, hey man, you want to play here next Friday night? You know, for whatever. I mean, they might not have live music. They might not allow that. I don't know. But that right there would be, that would be a dream come true. Why do I say that? Why is that a dream come true? Because I could do that on my terms, and you're not. I love being in a band. When I was in a band, I love that. There's nothing like it. Getting stuffy. I gotta crack a window. People hear me talking, they're gonna think I'm lost my mind. Ain't nobody around anyway. But I love being in a band. But if you can do this one man kind of deal, it's just easier to maintain everything, and you can play when you're ready. You can stop, you take a break when you're ready, you know, kind of like driving a rig, man. Kind of like driving one of these, you know, as long as you do your job, nobody's going to bother you, you know. But that would be cool if they come up and said something. I don't know, man. They might not say a word. Nobody might not. They might tell me that, hey, cut it off. You know, we don't want to hear that. But you, like I said, you don't know until you try. So that's what we're doing. We're trying. The outcome could go either way. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready to do some jamming. I'm ready to play some songs. Let me look at this chat, man. Dennis Bryan, I've played in that part with a much simpler rig, one guitar and my battery-powered Katana Mini. That's awesome. Brian Powers, playing music is my therapy. Yes, me too, man. Me too. Rico, Joe, did you buy your EVH Frankie new or used? I'm on the hunt for one. Oh, really? My EVH Frankenstein, I got it from Guitar Center used online. After I did a lot of searching, and, you know, comparing prices and all. And after everything was said and done, I got mine for tax and shipping. It was $16.50, $16.25, and that was, at the time, I thought that was a great deal because new they're $2,000 brand new. So, and when I got it, I had to do some adjustments on it, which that was shocking. I was like, I shouldn't have to do anything, but whoever had it, they didn't do anything to it. They just bought it, and I don't know if they just thought they were setting it up, or maybe that's how it came from EVH. I don't know, but when I got it, it needed some adjustments, and so I finally got it to what works for me, and that's my favorite guitar. Will I take that guitar tomorrow? Nah. I'm gonna be playing the Schecter Sun Valley Shredder. Will be the main axe. I'm taking Candy, the PRS, you know, pink cotton candy, and then I'll be taking I don't know if I'll take another Super Strap or if I'm gonna take the SRV. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Rico says now they're $2,099. Well, they went up $100. Yeah. If you're gonna grab one, try to find one used. You just have to look around really good, and they're just gonna go up. They're just gonna continue to go up, man. But anyway, all right, guys, I gotta go, man. It's been almost 44 minutes. I gotta get out of here, and I gotta go to work. I love sitting here and chatting with you, and thank y'all so much for tuning into this video, and please give it a thumbs up, please. And thank you to the members, man. We've gotten some new members, and thank you for that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You know, that's just people that want to support the channel. Like I said, I don't harp on that. It's there if people want to do it. We got J&R's t-shirts. We got merch. Check that out. The link is in the description. All that stuff's there if you want to support the channel that way. But also, one of the biggest ways to support is hitting a thumbs up. That's all I know to tell you. You know, that's all I know to ask. But so we will see y'all. I guess we'll see y'all Saturday night. That'll be the next time we'll be able to, you know, chat together. And I don't know if Ralph's going to be on the show. I hope. I don't know. I hope he is, because people really enjoyed him being on. I know I did. He wants that $5,000 sign-on bonus, but I can't do that right now. I'm kidding, man. Live to play guitar. Hey, man. He goes, hey, Joe, your channel is great, and you have great energy. God bless. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. See, y'all are what helps me keep going. I was coming to work, and I was like, oh, God, I'm kind of down. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just coming to work, because it's like, who wants to go to work? You know, I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I know I have to, because, oh, crap. I just got a notification on my phone. Something was delivered today. Yep. I had a guitar delivered, y'all. I had a guitar delivered. I've already ordered the upgrades for it. What guitar do you think it is? What guitar do you think it is? If you've been paying attention to the Guitar Shop review playlist, you might know already. But if not, go back and watch the last two. That's the only hint I'm going to say. But something was delivered today. I'm glad it was delivered after I left for work, because I fixed it up on UPS, or I didn't know you could do this, but on UPS you can you have to get on your laptop or your desktop, whatever, and you can fix it to where you can pre-sign for your package, right? So if they show up and you're not there, you've already pre-signed for it on their site, and they'll drop it off, right? So I did that. I had them. I put the directions for the driver. I said, leave at the front door, and I pre-signed it. So I hope that's what worked. But if I'm there and guitar is delivered and my wife's she yeah, I'll just leave that there. Y'all can figure the rest of it out. But anyway, so that guitar was delivered just a second ago. So that's, you see what I mean? Stuff gets out there late. It's not late, but it's, you know, later in the day. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But thank you all for your energy, man. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Look at this guy right here coming to work. He's coming right beside me. But anyway, man, I appreciate it. Rico, thanks for the hang. Drive safe. Thank you, brother. Rody, good luck tomorrow. He says, thank you, brother. Ralph said he'll be there. Thank you, man. John West, he says, what up, Joe? Well, when this guy gets here, he gets here close to 7 o'clock. So I got to go. I got to get my tail in that truck and get logged in and get down the road. Thank y'all again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Scott from South Carolina, hey man, says, have fun tomorrow. Yes, that's what it's all about, is having fun. So Ralph and I, we're gonna have a great time, and it's gonna be a fun hang, man. Thank y'all so much, and until then, I guess we'll see you Saturday night, guys. 8:30 Eastern Central Time. Guitar talk and more. All right, check us out. See you later. God bless. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.